Workforce is an industrial rehab center, and that means that our main focus is we work with injured workers, their jobs, and their employers. And most of the people that come to us have been injured on the job, and we try to get them back to their original job. Now, if they don't have a job, of course, we're going to work with them to make sure that they're job ready. So when they leave Workforce, they're able to find a job a little easier.
I'm a delivery driver for Miller Lite. About a year and a half ago to 2 years, while working, I was lifting a case of beer, not that heavy, about 25 pounds, and blew out one of the discs in my back, ruptured my L5 disc. So I had surgery a week later and did rehab for 3 months after that.
We work directly with managed care organizations to facilitate patient treatment.
I was in a severe accident April 20th of '06. I fell 16 foot off a lift. I was in bad shape. Surgery was about 7 hours, and I had excellent doctors, so very proud of that. I was there about 2 weeks, and I got transferred from there to Upper Valley.
We get the referral from the doctor, the prescription, and then we get approval through the managed care organization or third-party administrator, and then I help by setting them up here. We can guide them through the process of how things work, help them with the necessary paperwork.
We see patients that are injured at work. If they've got to a certain point where they're doing better, but they have issues about whether they're able to do their job or not, then we will frequently refer them down to Workforce for what's called a functional capacity evaluation, short FCE. And then we decide if after that FCE that they do have some weakness, they do have some deficits, then we will get approval for workers' comp and send them to Workforce for this program.
A physician will send them here, and they work on strengthening and aerobics and something we call work simulation. And work simulation is looking at their job, determining what the requirements for return to that work is, and then we simulate that here the best we can.
I wanted to get better, and I started coming here every day. I started out with a 4-hour period and went into a 6-hour period and sometimes 7 hours, and hands-on and so on. They really helped me out an awful lot. I'd like to come in here every day.
Usually they're referred by the managed care organization or their third-party administrator through their workers' comp claim. We try to act as a liaison in between all parties in the claim to successfully resolve the claim.
We make sure we treat the whole person because those people are going to be a little nervous about going back to work.
When I first came in here, I was scared. I didn't know what to really expect. Their idea is to get you back on your feet as best you can be, physically and mentally as well. And one thing nice about it, they follow through on the doctors behind you. When you got released out of here, they still have people following you all the way through for another year or so.
The best thing I got out of it was proper body mechanics. It was a lot more than what I expected.
I refer almost exclusively to them if I'm able to, because of the success program they've had with all types of employees, with all types of issues and all types of attitudes and agendas. In the end, they're still successful in getting that person back to a more functional existence.
I was here long enough. I've seen people come in, didn't want to do it, and they left. And it's disappointing because what I went through, I look at it this way, if I can do it with this program, about anybody can do it.
I would absolutely recommend this program to anyone that suffered an injury and wants to recover to the fullest.
The goal and the primary focus of Workforce is to get an injured worker back to his original job. Now, if they can't go to that original job, we will work with the case manager to send the client through job search where they may find a new job. Or if the employer is willing, we could send them to a different job at the same employer. But the bottom line is get that client back to work as soon as possible, but do it safely.